So, this is another video about the IRS, the FBI, the Federal Reserve, and paying taxes and stuff like that. And Donald Trump's racist wall. First, I'm going to start with the wall and the U.S. Embassy in Mexico. Now, if I were the President of the United States, and my neighboring country, Mexico, has a trade agreement with me, and it's my neighboring country, by the way. It's my neighbor. Hi, neighbor. I'm gonna name an ambassador right away, so I can have an ambassador to Mexico. But for 3 years now, Donald Trump has no ambassador to Mexico. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Why wouldn't it have an ambassador to Mexico? I don't know, except for racism. That's pretty terrible. So why Donald Trump's building a wall, but he's not consulting his Mexican counterparts because he has no ambassador. So he has no foreign policy for Mexico, except for what he says. And that's pretty freaking stupid. Now, in the beginning, Donald Trump said that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. But now he wants U.S. taxpayers to pay for the wall. And really what he wants the wall for and what he wants extra bed spaces for is for private prison industries to make money off the U.S. government. People he probably knows, his cronies. And that's illegal. It's called nepotism, it's called racism, it's called a whole bunch of things. Treason against the state, fraud against the state. But here, really what the issue is that Donald Trump and his Republican buddies supposedly passed a tax reform bill that was supposed to help everybody. But all it did was reduce their returns and cause more trouble for them. Sheriff in Nottingham? Wow. That's what I think. But here's where it ties into me personally. Okay? I'm not going to pay taxes because I don't pay the sheriff in Nottingham jack shit for a number of reasons. One, there's no ambassador to Mexico. Two, the FBI hasn't represented my interests at all. It's supposed to have gone and investigated the Bank of New York. It's supposed to have gone and investigated my brother. And it's supposed to have gone and investigated the Wells Fargo Bank. It's supposed to have gone and done a whole bunch of investigations. But it didn't do any of that, as far as I can tell. And if it did, it certainly hasn't gotten back to me to let me know anything. And in fact, I remember specifically in 2014, I had a computer that was being hacked, and I went to them and I asked them to help me. And it's videotaped, my encounter with them in Portland, Oregon, and they refused to help me. So I guess it says in the Declaration of Independence, no taxation without representation, right? So if you don't want to represent my interests, you can't expect me to pay taxes. So basically, sit and spin. But here's why you should also sit and spin, and how this is the other reason why I'm not going to pay taxes. It's come to my attention that the Federal Reserve Bank has been managing a secret trust account in my name and has accumulated over $150,000 in that trust account that's decided it doesn't want to share with me, but yet it's in my name and under my Social Security number. How it did that without my permission, I really don't know. But since it did that, and it doesn't want to disperse the funds to me, I'm not going to pay any taxes. In fact, I'm not going to pay taxes until this whole situation has been corrected. From the Federal Reserve Bank, to the IRS, to the FBI, to the removal of Donald Trump, because that's what really needs to happen. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm never going to pay taxes. Because they refuse to do their job and remove a treasonous piece of shit from the White House. Until that happens, definitely not paying no taxes. Sorry. And if you try and take them from me, I'm going to sue the federal government and the Federal Reserve Bank for that $150,000 they have there in my name. Heck yeah. Because that's a lot more than what I owe. Because I don't owe anything, actually. Ha! Go figure. Maybe you ought to ask yourself why. In closing, I do not pay the sheriff of Nottingham. I do not pay Donald Trump. I do not pay the IRS. I do not pay for any of that. Because it's mostly, if not all, illegal. Especially the Federal Reserve maintaining a secret account in my name with my Social Security number. Never authorized that one. Sorry. Completely illegal. And I'm putting you on notice. Just like I put the IRS on notice way back in the 90s that I'm never going to pay them taxes. And if they think I should, they should get back to me within 30 days. And they never did. They got it on record. They've got a tape recording of it. But especially unless I have my kids in my custody, which is the right thing, and unless the FBI goes and investigates all this crap that's been done against me and my children at the Bank of New York, especially, I'm never paying taxes, ever. Come and get me.